Hello all. Just some quick updates before I start today's healers reading. So obviously some are aware I started getting ready for self-employment in 2006, going through business courses and, preparing my business Fairy Dust, which I still own the domain name, trademark name. And when my son was young, obviously his autism took precedence over self-employment as a mother. My daughter's FND, so my self-employment got delayed until 2013, where I had my own little Reiki shop in town. It was actually the underground part of a beautician's shop. And a year later, I had to shut the business down again, obviously, because that's when my body started going and signs of my spine going and things like that. And then obviously cancer, a delayed diagnosis for cancer for nearly 6 years. Obviously, I've been in hiatus ever since the last sort of 6 years after the closure of Fairy Dust. Well, now what I'm actually doing is starting up Fairy Dust again, being, doing readings, mediumship, tarot readings, things like that. I'm also bringing in a much requested effort on some of my friends about my art side, which obviously people that don't know me don't realise that I'm a jewellery maker, a painter. I can, pottery making, as we all agree, adding our own talents into our own businesses to create better businesses. So obviously candle making I'm doing, soap creations, as, my dear loved ones will remember. I have a very creative and artistic family, so I'm just utilising all my talents and bringing it forward for a shop for Fairy Dust. So what you're going to see is I've actually set up a little art studio in a spare room in the house, and I'm just going to build my stock now, shut myself away, build up my stock for a shop in town, which again, as loads of people have been badgering me when I'm going to get it all up and running again. The answer is sooner than you think. So just a few updates there for friends and family. I am working really, really hard now in between getting the novel done, doing readings, sending out Reiki, and then obviously bringing mine and my daughter's creativity into a joint project, which, I'm keeping quiet on yet. She's going into her tattooing, and there's a couple of little things that we've decided to go into jointly. So you're going to be seeing a lot more from Fairy Dust in the future, I'm pleased to say, and it will be back up and running again soon. Obviously with Synergy, that's still continuing. I'm nearly finished. I'm just adding the last chapter to it before it's sent off for publishing. So, all being well, Fairy Dust will be up and running, by towards sort of the end of the year again. But in the meantime, I'm just working really hard, building my stock, building my shop stock. I've got offers from various shops in town to distribute some of my work. Waterstones has been an offer for a long time on not just my writing, but my tarot cards and, things that we've planned in Shrewsbury over the years. So huge updates there. Thank you, by the way, to all my friends out there, not just in Shrewsbury and Shropshire now, but worldwide, for having the patience the last 12 months through one of the worst deaths that I've been through in my entire life, more so than when my grandfather passed away when I was 15. So thank you so much love to my music fans. I'm not going to disappoint you. Really working hard over here day and night at the moment just to get everything reset up again with self-employment, like I say. So I'm going to do a quick healers reading now, and for anyone that can benefit from this, obviously, you know, and don't worry, everybody out there, you know, one nodule's been found, but as my guide said, it's not cancer. You know, recently I had the all clear again when I was taken into hospital for near sepsis again through stomach flu. But obviously one nodule's been found, so as my surgeon and I and the gynecology department agreed, obviously, because there was still a query over endo. So I am now being sent off to Birmingham Hospital for investigation now into what's going on. I feel fine within myself. Yes, I'm still losing weight. I've still got side effects from my cancer. Obviously, there is some permanent side effects I've been left with. But, you know, working from home, that's why I decided to make my own choice from working from home. So I hope that sort of puts to bed some of the untrue rumours out there about me for one final time. And I will get started on the reading. Like I said, the tarot cards is going to be a joint project between myself and my daughter. So I'm trying to, you know, include her as fairy dust. She always wanted to be part of the business. So I'm incorporating Ali into fairy dust as well, my daughter. And, you know, my son, Dan, he's doing his own thing in chefing, and he's doing wonderfully. I'm so proud of my kids each and every day. So there's going to be lots coming up that you're going to see from us in the future and now and things like that. So fairy dust is coming back with a bang. So in a great way. So let's get this reading started for our healers out there. And for anyone else who needs a bit of extra support right now in healing and guidance, I am going to be flitting backwards and forwards doing readings for people in between writing and artwork and stuff like that. So it's all new and exciting. Well, it's not new to me because I learned all this stuff when I was a kid, how to paint and, you know, do all these different things creatively. My mom taught me how to make jewelry and lace, and she was a dressmaker, and, you know, so I'm incorporating all skills and bringing it back with abundance to fairy dust. And even the paintings I'm going to be creating are going to have an angelic Reiki twist, and hopefully I'll have a sample to send out by the morning. I'm going to be working on those after this reading. So I will flit in and out where I can. I will do readings where I can. You know, this is multitasking times 1,000 to get this business off the ground and working all hours of the day and night, but totally worth it from what my guides have shown me. So looking forward to all these new and wonderful things. So let's get this reading started, shall we? Going to focus on the cards a minute. Honour thyself, love thyself, to thine own self be true. Go within, trust your instincts, and the spirit realm will guide you. As this card keeps coming over time and time again, obviously it's an important collective at the moment to go within, listen to your spirit guides. Like I said the other day, meditate to get to know your spirit guides if you don't know. You know, I am going to be bringing classes in and things like that, as I've been teaching people in Shrewsbury my whole life in mediumship. So, you know, there's a lot of mediums out there that have learned great things from my mediumship skills, and, you know, so I would highly recommend to go within, listen to your own spirit guides right now, because as this keeps coming out in the reading over and over and over, it's an important one right now for healing for many. You know, we all have the capabilities of being mediums. We all have the capabilities of speaking to our own spirit guides, trusting our own intuitions and guidance systems. We're all built with an inner guidance system. So trust your spirit guides at this point, everybody, please, who are watching this anyway. A spiritual retreat. Take time to rest and focus on your inner zen. Let peace and tranquility flow through your soul. So, as we were saying the other day, this needs to be about taking a step back, retreating into your own energy, work on your meditation with your guides. Spiritual retreats help to bring that inner focus, that inner being. And that way, if you're stuck on answers, you will find them within yourself. Family are close by in spirit realm. Take note of the signs you see around them, see around you in a typical day, such as smells, sights, sounds, word phrases and images. You know, spirit have many interesting ways of sending us signs from the spirit realm. For instance, the other day I gone shopping with my daughter to get some crafting supplies and some art supplies that I'd run out of, and 2 books appeared. One was obviously connection to what Jim nicknamed me, Sherlock, and one was a connection to Edgar Allan Poe, which is my childhood. And growing up, my mum taught me about Edgar Allan Poe, and I used to love The Raven. Is still one of my all-time favourite Poe stories. Sorry, not film. I don't know what I'm on about. Oh, that could be a thing of the future coming in. The Raven as a movie. That'd be quite good. But so, yeah, we get signs everywhere all the time, to take note of them. So there are changes abound. There are changing aspects of your life you need to attend to right now that are of importance to your soul journey and growth. When we lean into the changes, it creates less resistance for the soul growth. So the universe always brings change at the right time. So the idea is not to resist the changes, but to lean into them. You know, this as a collective right now, the soul does need to change and elevate. We've still got a planet of angry people. I went online the other day, for instance, and energy-wise, I was bombarded by other people's posts of anger. Not towards me, I just felt the energy of their anger and frustrations over planetary difficulties. And what many people forget is us energy sensitives can pick up on it like that, you know? So there are changes going on around the planet. Not great things in the news. Like we said, in the 5D levels, the changes have already been created. You know, there is a spiritual war. Yes, people have gone to war in the spirit realm for me and protecting my energy and my family from dark magic attacks. You know, we're all okay, by the way. You know, we're all safe and everything like that. But there are also planetary changes going on in terms of, you know, when people are not aligned within themselves as a collective, they put that energy into the planet, which then shakes the planet loose. This is what is going on right now for many. There are many changes, but take some time away from the news. It's one thing I'll say. If things are getting so heavy and making you so angry, pull away from it. It's what I do. It's the best thing I can say to anybody. If you're feeling energy of people's nastiness or anger or hurt or hatred, pull back. Pull back your energy. Refocus on your energy. Because it will have an impact on your emotional well-being when you're feeling the energy of someone who may be jealous or angry or hating on you. What's the best way to overcome hate, jealousy and anger? Love. Pure and simple. We eliminate hate with unconditional love for everybody. I'm even sending out love to my haters right now and those jealous of me. They can't beat us. You know that. They can't. And they won't. So there are changes abound. There are great things coming. I keep seeing this from the spirit realm. You know, we will get the changes we all wish to see. And I know great people right now who have taken my documents and are doing great things with it. So don't worry, we got this. All of us together, collectively, as a soul group, as those working with me, you know, friends, family. We're all feeling that energy pull. We're all feeling the frustrations of many. And when it becomes too much, take time out. Pull back your energy. It's what I do online now. Anyone starts, I pull back my energy and I go, do you know what? No. Come back when you're in a bad mood. So, the song of the soul, answer to your calling. A twin flame is nearby. Listen to the song on the breeze. You see, it's not just my twin flame that needs to listen right now. Many people's twin flames, masculines at the moment, in particular, do need to listen to not just us as women, but their own feminine energy. Put themselves in our places. I get why a lot of women are angry. Remember, I am still working for the divine. I still have to have a neutral ground on these things, although I can quite assure you I've had a lot of misogyny for being a woman over the years. I've had sexist things, I've had gaslighting, I've been through some terrible abuses. But I get up every morning and I go, do you know what? Not being me. So you carry on. So in the divine, we have to have the collective's back, but we also have to remain neutral to the battle that's going on between masculine and feminine energies right now. And collectively, there's a lot of women that are rebelling against men. There's a lot of men rebelling against women. Do you know what? We don't even have time for that. We have got to pull this planet together collectively, or there's going to be no planet left. I cannot say that enough. And I know there's a lot of things going on at the moment around the planet that are making people angry. But believe you me, it's being dealt with from some great places. So if you feel angry, pull back your energy, go meditate. Look at me. I've been through every ounce of derogatory thing you can think of. But look at that smile. You know, they can't beat us. They can't, you know, they can't flog us anymore. So don't let them get to you, all right? We're all working together for soul, for collective, for an entire planet. It should be about bringing things back into perspective. Why are we doing what we're doing? Perspective. Put everything into perspective. Wind in the energy, the angry energy. It's why I stayed offline during the passing when Jim passed away, and it's coming up to his first anniversary. And they say the first year is the hardest, especially when you've been close to someone for 40 years. But at the end of the day, it's about pulling back that energy and going, okay, I need time for me. I need heal time. I need to do this. So try that. You know, it may not resonate with everyone, you know, but this is coming through for somebody specific right now. So hope that helps. Moonbathing. It's not just the sun we charge our energies up on. Just as you would charge up your crystals in the full moon, charge your emotional energy up with the moon. As the moon rules over tides, it rules over our emotions. So bathe on a next full moon. Now that literally just coincides what we said. Everyone's emotional still. Pull back. Conserve your energy until your energy's back at how you are. Okay? It is important right now for many to charge up. And if everybody's angry, hang can any solutions be solved? You know, everyone's grieving. Everyone's angry about the truth of the pandemic still. But we have now a duty of care over everybody. And I mean everybody. Our family, our friends, our loved ones. I've never stepped out of that in my life. Even when I'm distant from my loved ones know that when I see them next, it'll carry on like nothing. There was no distance or time between. That's what I love about my family and my life and my friendships. So people will understand if you pull back your energy a little bit because your energy's not right. People will understand that. To go with it. Yeah, I'm going to go with those two and change over to the cards. So protect your energy right now. That's exactly what you're doing. You're pulling back to protect your energy. Okay? There are hidden obstacles nearby. Courage to see through the darker times and remain centered. We pull back to refocus. We pull back to meditate. Then the card afterwards, the cleanse, clear, release card. Exactly the same as the other day. Work on your energy. It really needs it right now. Release old patterns and ways of thinking, the universe, and release it. Cleanse down your energy. So it is a repeat of the other day, but obviously when we get these readings and we get the same cards over and over and over, it's for a specific reason or for a specific person. So just take what resonates with you, take what fits to your alignment and you, and disregard everything that doesn't feel right for your soul. That's what I'm trying to say about tarot readings and all of this. All readers will say the same. We're all made of the same stuff. So I'm going to go with some starseed cards now. As we have a lot of... Okay, straight away. We have a lot of starseeds on my channel and on my Instagram page. And that obviously I'm not using Facebook at the moment because I've had a series of hackers and some funny ass comedian thinks it's funny to take the pee, and if they continue they'll be slapped with a injunction. So I suggest that Facebook page comes down rapidly because I'm not impressed. I'm music and I am not impressed. Whether they're fans or not, very sweet. But personally, I'm the only music. I created me long before I was born. I chose my journey. I chose my life. I chose who I was going to be. That's my journey. So any fakes out there pretending to be me can pack it in. So, as we have a lot of star seeds, star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and looking a little deeper. So, we are all collectively not of this planet, as you know, many doctors are finding out, you know, holistic doctors, and the documentaries I've been watching lately into curing my own spine, which I've made huge progress on. I'm going to be doing a degenerative disc document, I think, as well as FND and autism, because obviously I've been managing those holistically with myself and my children for a very long time. So there's going to be more holistic documents and ways forward for care and the whole system in general. So we are star ancestors. We are of soul starseed. We are all aligned with each other. And right now, there are some hidden secrets coming to light. I'm talking turkey maybe. I don't know. It's a saying, isn't it? Talking business, it means. So we are starseeds, we are light workers, we are soul collective, we are the designers of a better future. We should all be present, and there are still secrets coming out, and people are still, you know, hiding a lot, and they need to stop hiding things and come forward and talk. We can't create solutions until we all talk together, rationally, calmly, as human beings. You know, the suit I'm in is not, you know, the representation of my soul. My skin is not my soul, you know. So there are hidden secrets coming to light right now. Like I say, within yourself, you will find the keys to your own healing within your own soul. That's why we have holistic methods, meditation techniques, retreat techniques, different healing techniques. We can heal ourselves so easily. I've done it, you know. So look within, and all paths lead to home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Trust your intuition. My twinnie said to me, trust my intuition, and my answer back, or from the spirit realm, is he needs to trust his own right now. He took the wrong turn. Now I'm still sitting here. So, all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, trust your gaze within. It's basically, this reading is saying the same as the last few readings. Turn inward, heal. Feel great about yourself. I've never felt more alive. I think cancer was, for me, and they say that you're never more close to death than when you're staring death in the face, and never more alive. And that saying's true. And I've never felt more alive, more healed, more ready to face the future, ready to take on the challenges, ready to look forward to the things in life, you know. So trust your own intuitions right now, soul group, because it is for the betterment of all. If you're on the right path, your guidance system will lead you to create, guide, heal, and then, like a ripple effect, pass it on to others. It's what we do. We create ripples effect up and down the country. My documents created a ripple effect up and down the country for change. And we created that. And that is amazing. And I love that. And it was as deeply upsetting as it is, because I do stand with our NHS and getting the correct respect the NHS deserves, and all the doctors and nurses and care staff that took care of everybody in the pandemic. They all deserved a better pay. I did it for them. I created those documents for the people that looked after me with my cancer, as I said I would. So at the end of the day, trusting your own intuition, your inner guidance system knows when something's right on the planet or knows when something's wrong. Go with it. Listen to yourself. Go inwards to come outwards. That's what we do collectively. And that's what everybody should be doing, is self-healing. It's easy. Those that can't, come to people like us. And that's good. Even I find myself turning to other mediums in times of uncertainty, but I don't specifically message them and ask for a reading. I energetically pick up on, I scroll, you know, type in, like, for me, I'm a Pisces Aries cusp. So for me, I'll type in, you know, in a moment of uncertainty and I need a double confirmation from the universe, I'll type in my Pisces on the search engine, and then I'll energetically feel along the line of readers, and as soon as I sense a reading is right for me, I stop. And if I energy feel that is in alignment to the confirmation that I need on a little uncertainty, I'll watch it. I never request the readings. I know there's a lot of my spirit guides and family in spirit realm, and obviously collectively a lot of people I helped up and down the planet, you know, are a lot of people around me in the spirit world. You know, obviously I help many. So they will go to other mediums if something's unfair and unjust going on in my life, so that reader can read that, and then I'll go along randomly and look at the readings and go, right, I'm feeling a little uncertain, need a little confirmation, and I'll trust my intuition, feel the energy, and I will stop at the readers that, you know, I feel are right and are reading things correctly. And then what I'll do in energy exchange as a thank you, I send them out angelic Reiki. Firstly, to cover them, and secondly, you know, so that it's my way of saying thank you to the reader. I surround them in angelic Reiki. And then secondly, giving the angelic Reiki to the page boosts their scores. Something I was asked to do by my spirit guides and as well in the angelic realm was help other readers boost their pages, boost their energy. You know, and that's my way of saying thank you. And thanks to a lovely True Intuitions. Wonderful confirmation, by the way. Thanks for the heads up. And much love and Reiki to you, by the way. Okay. So, forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Now, this is something my guides said during my cancer healing. You're the leader. You create what you need to, you know, need to let others know that needs changing, what you've spotted. Be the leader you wished you had growing up. And now my spirit guides are passing this on to everybody else. You want to see the changes on the planet? Go be that person. Go be that leader, like I have. The only way we're going to get changes is by being the change. Be the changes we wish to see. We're all born leaders. Everybody just need a little confidence. I mean, look at the start of my videos, comparison to how they are now. A lot more confident. That's all I was missing, being in the public eye again. Confidence. So be your own leader who you wanted growing up. That's how we create changes. Being the leader we wanted to see growing up. You know, in England at the time we had Conservatives running the country, you know, and power cuts and everything else. Council tax was introduced, and, you know, thanks to Margaret Thatcher. And we are still paying for our NHS. The biggest contributors in the NHS, by the way, aren't the investors that they're trying to privately invest, you know, through the NHS. Do you know who the main investors of the NHS are? The people. We pay our taxes, all of us. We, the people, are the investors of the NHS. That's why the entire NHS crashed down to the ground, as I predicted and saw would happen. Because the people went, not in this country. They're doing the same in France, in Germany, you know. In America, they should be doing the same. In every country on the planet whose governments are not looking after the people and planet correctly, we should all be questioning that. And that's perfectly healthy too. An open mind is a healthy mind. And that's a great place to be. So, be your own leader. Help people. It's what I do. It's what I've done my entire life. You know? We're all great people working for great reasons. And we can all make great changes. And, you know I brought forward a lot of holistic ideas for healthcare, modern healthcare. You know, as hospitals have backed me up and went, do you know what? You're right. Not always tablets work. And I'm not anti-tablet. I'm not anti anything like that. But holistically, we can do things more than people think. And that's where we've got some great solutions, and putting them together. And, you know, people shouldn't be jealous of me being a leader. They should be grateful that we're actually creating the changes that this planet has long needed to see. So it's about time some people out there appreciate what I do. Those that don't bother me. I've got haters, great. That means I've got doing something right in life, aren't I? If I've got haters, it means I'm doing something right. And they motivate you into creating more differences, more successful things for lots of people. What I do in my work is for the collective, for people, for planet. You know, why would I do anything otherwise? It's who I am. It's who my soul is always meant to be. And with this card, you can be the same. So, we are the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Now, when it talks about mother's milk and birth, it means you're going through a rebirth. You're remembering past lives. You're also remembering the deep love we have for ourselves and each other. Out of everything, the womb is born, as they say. I'm birthing my own business again. I suppose you could say I'm, you know, creating something from the womb. Business womb. So it's a rebirth. It's a rebirth of the planet. It's a rebirth of the system. You know, the system we are seeing crashing, and the changes coming down, and the corruption line is coming down, and it's being dealt with. But then we create and build new. And that's what's happening right now, the birth of new things, the birth of change. And it's wonderful to energetically see that. I've been waiting a lifetime to see some of these things that we're creating at the moment, and I couldn't be more elated about it. So keep going out there, everybody. You're doing great. You're doing more great than you think. Even on the down days where you think, oh, I've had enough, can't take it no more. Don't give up. Don't give up for a second. So, child of the cosmos, the intelligence of life, the universe lies within you. And that's the misconception. The universe lies in all of us. It's in our DNA. Science is now starting to cover the energy of the universe. And it's nice to see science finally catching up with us holistics. But we're all children of the universe. We're all intelligent human beings. We're all intelligent starseeds, light workers, you know, different sectors. We are all intelligent. We are all able to create these changes and do these great things. We have the power of the universe in us. God gave us all that energy from the universe. Now, whether you believe God's an alien, I don't personally believe God was made in the image of man. I think that's rather egotistical to feel that way. Why has it got to be God in the image of a man? Yeah? One of my favourite all-time movies, Dogma. If you've not seen it, watch it. It gives you a little, you know, the image of God in particular. Love that film. Still one of my favourites. One of my favourite actors in there too. So we all have the energy of the universe within us. We all have the energy of God and creation itself within us. What people don't realise from a soul level is that energy is so untapped at the moment. It's unbelievable. People can tap into their own energy and create so much good. It's unbelievable. But they don't. They just carry on their little journey. It's ignorant. But what this card is saying is you've got the intelligence, the universe within you. You're an intelligent person. This is two energies I'm getting at the moment with this particular card. You're intelligent people. We all are, you know. Trust it. Trust the energy within. That's why your meditation brings you back to yourself and center, the I am. Yeah? So trust what you've been given in this life to do. And if you don't know what you've been given in this life to do, like I said in the last few readings, soul search, the answers will come to you. We're in great places right now. New beginnings for the planet, new beginnings in life, new beginnings in society, new beginnings, new things being rewritten, you know, rewritten differently. Go with it. Trust. Always trust your inner guidance system. It's never wrong. Deep cellular healing. Excuse me a minute, my eyesight and certain lights, I'm going blind, so I'm going to go get my eyes redone. Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. See, everybody's still healing. And that's the angelic realm that's bringing in the healing. You know, angelic Reiki, many of us Reiki practitioners are all working together for the common collective of many. That's how it should be right now. So again, to rediscover the energy of the universe within yourself, you need that deep cellular cleaning, healing in all levels. Some people have gone through life never healing properly. And this is what this reading is all about. When you heal yourself, you outwardly show it in how you are energy-wise. I can pick up on when people haven't healed properly so easily. You know, go back, heal from your childhood wounds. Do that. It's important right now. That's something my guides are saying. What are we on? 42 minutes. So I think what I'm going to do is pull a few of these cards, my rose healing cards. Now these cards were bought for heart and soul reading, and they're old English rose cards, which I love. As everyone knows, I love roses. Doesn't make me the Queen of Hearts, but I love old English roses. It's because I used to do rose gardening with my dad growing up, and he told me and taught me how to splice roses together and change the colour of roses and things, which I'm going to be doing on my own roses shortly, is creating some rose hybrids. But I picked these because I like the energy of them. But as I found, you know, this might give a little indication. I'll shuffle them and I will explain as I'm going along. But these are lovely new energy cards. I love these. These were my last gift to myself, for all the hard work that I put into my life and everybody else's for the last however many years. Love yourself. Give yourself gifts. Take yourself out on dates. You know, take yourself out. It's what I do. Self-love. So, the Challenger. Now then, when we get this card, the Challenger challenges the system. See why I like these cards? So, in the reading today, on those who will be watching this, we'll have a Challenger amongst us. Challenge the system. No matter what country you're in, if you want to be a system changer, challenge it. Create better. I say to my kids all the time, you know, if you want to do better than your mum, create better. I challenge my children. I give them great challenges. You know, that's why with Ali, she went into XR and Model UN, because I showed her what I did growing up, and she was so interested in it. And right throughout her childhood, she wanted to be like a mom, me. And I said, okay, then, have my job, have my career, and challenge the system and create better. Be that generation that creates better. And she did that for a while, came back to me and went, Mum, I can't do it. Your job's too hard. I'll give you your job back. That's why I picked up the slack for her when she quit. But it is that challenge of, you think you can create better. Good, create better. Do better. Be the change you wish to see, as the card says. So we've got a challenger on my readings today. Challenge the system. Create better. Do better. The Ruler. We know who that's for. So, roll. Be the guardian and the guide of the planet you wish to see. And these are literally, I think I'm going more into sort of professionals with these. You know, what types of professionals we've got on my YouTube channel and my pages and that, you know, the types of professionals that we're working together to create some great changes. And these are things, you know, yourself that you can work towards. Be the challenger of the system. Create changes. Be the challenger in your own life. If you think that, you know, if people are criticising you, saying you can create better, good. Be the challenger. Do better. Be the ruler you wish to see. The gardener, as I was talking about flowers and things, the gardener of the planet looks after the ecology of the planet. We all do that. My dad as a kid, you know, keen gardener, taught me a lot about holistic gardening. So, you know, if everybody tends to their own garden, we've got some great changes on the planet that's helped save the planet's ecology system. The decline in, you know, certain plant life where I live at the moment, you know, is pretty prominent. When I first moved here, we had dragonflies flying around that were about this big. I haven't seen one of those in about 10 years. We had a falcon land in my holly tree the other day. That was amazing to see. We've always had falcons around the area flying, because there's a massive nature reserve at the end of my road, which currently we've notified the council that, you know, there's some major problems with the grounds, and that's why the Holland Mill Brace has been investigated by the government in order to help with social housing. You know, we're producing some great changes in Shropshire at the moment, all working collectively together. But from when I first moved here, and that's why we started our frog project, because when I first moved here, we'd go over to walk to the local woods, and the floor in spring you couldn't see for these tiny little frogs. They were little miniature ones, probably about that big, little green frogs. You couldn't move for them. They don't exist anymore. And we are seeing a massive ecological decline in animal care, you know, animal sort of insect and wildlife and things like that. By creating your gardening in your holistic gardens, and you're putting your plants down and your flowers, as we all know, brings in the bees, brings in the wildlife. We used to have kingfishers up here as well. You know, we've got owls. I sit and listen to the barn owls that are like in the big oak tree about 2 doors away. We sit and hear the owls at night, and I love at 4 in the morning as I'm writing, because that's my favourite time of the morning to write, when the whole of the planet's asleep, or in England anyway, and I can feel the energy, so I can feel the energy to write. I'll sit and listen to the owls and the foxes, and we used to get foxes in our garden all the time, badgers and things like that. They're all on the decline. That's why it's now more important than ever to be a gardener. Work on your own gardens, you know. So, next card, as we're, you know, I don't want to go over an hour really, because I've got a lot of work to do this side as soon as I finish this reading. So I'll pull one more card. My favourite card, the Rebel. I was born rebel. My guides actually call me Renegade, because I do challenge the system and rebel, and you know, that is my favourite thing. I am a bit of a rebel because I know which way's up, I know which way's right for people and planet, as we're all guided in the same ways. You know, be the rebel, be the change. You know, it's a great place to be once you've done all your healing, and you know, you get to rebel at the end and go, do you know what? The planet deserves better. The people deserve better. I'm going to create some changes. And that's what I did. You know, I spent a lifetime building up to that point. I love it. I love being a rebel because it means we get to see change. Be the rebel in your own life. So these cards, great cards. So I'm going to bring in a colour healing card of the day. I think we'll call it that's it for the day. So I'll bring in a few of these cards now. And these are your colour healing cards. I hope this reading's helped. I know it's been very fast-paced at the moment. My life is so fast-paced. I'm constantly doing 3 projects at once because I'm literally still... I know some people, you know, great, wonderful people have said out there, you know, I'm about on track and on time for where I am, but I constantly feel like I'm catching up on years worth of... Remember, I was supposed to be self-employed in 2006. So I feel like I'm working, you know, I've got several projects on the go all at once and they'll be completed all at the same time. I'm good at that, you know, but that's me. Not everybody can do that. Go at your own pace. That's my pace. You know, I can multitask quite well on projects and creative things and creative endeavours. Those two wanted to come out. So, colours. Protect Yourself, Azure, Blue, Sky, also a pseudonym of mine, from a long time ago, Sky. But Blue, protect yourself, protect your energy. This is why this reading says pull back, protect your energy for the moment. Rest, recuperate, cleanse, clear, release, heal. So blue, wearing blue, great colour for healing. And the other colour is cherry. Live an extraordinary life. Don't need to say anything else to that. I'm in the process of creating one. And that's what I plan on doing. Living an extraordinary life after cancer, a maternity scandal, disability scandal, mental health scandal, which I helped get to the bottom of. Paedophiles, sex traffickers, you know? After seeing so much dark stuff since Granny Jean taught me back in the 80s and helping to pull that apart one last time and make some great changes there, I decided, right, once I've done that, I'm doing my career and no one is going to stop me. And I'm going to live an extraordinary life after dealing with what I've had to deal with the last 20 years of my life. And I love it. And I'm going to live an extraordinary life. So this card is for everybody who's watching this. Live an extraordinary life. For me, this is my last life. I don't get to come back after this life. I'm on a recuperation time, and after this lifetime, I'm on a recuperation time for my soul. I've always known that since I was a child. This is my last life on this planet. And, you know, I'm going to make sure that I enjoy it, live an extraordinary life. And I have, and I will continue to do so. So these cards are saying the same to everybody else watching this. Enjoy and live an extraordinary life. Because the last few years, it's been a hell of a journey. I think everyone would agree. So, hope this has helped. All my love to everybody. Thank you for the continued love and support. All right? I love you all so, so much. 20, get your ass moving. Love you. See you soon.